morning, good afternoon. I'm Marina Ponti, Director of the UN SDG Action Campaign, and I'm delighted to be here today joined by Paralympian champion and star of the Netflix documentary Raising Phoenix, Bebe Vio, for a turning point dialogue. The COVID-19 pandemic has turned our lives upside down. And through this dialogue, we want to hear from leaders and champions across sector how we can make 2021 a turning point for people and the planet, and how we can build together more just, inclusive, and sustainable societies. So, Bebe, through your sporting career, you have taken not no for an answer. Not only you continue fencing when people told you it wasn't possible, but you went on to become a European champion, then a world champion, and then a Paralympic champion. To kick us off today, I love to hear more about your determination. What made you believe that the seemingly impossible could be possible?
Yeah, hi everyone, I'm Bebe. I'm from Italy. I'm so happy to be here. So thank you for inviting me here. And with like the word impossible to me has always been like something like so great, because it's so many times everyone told me that something was impossible. So now for us, like the word impossible is a kind of, it has a new meaning. It's more like a start. So let's we begin something impossible. It's completely on the opposite side, because if you really want to do something, just fight and go for it.
So when we're talking about the power and opportunity of this moment, we know that if we want to turn things around, that we need to tackle and put an end to inequalities, and we need to push for inclusive society. And of course, the Paralympic movement is a shining example of inclusivity. What does inclusion mean to you?
To me, inclusion means the fact that we are all part of the same team. Maybe because I was born in a sports environment, so these things is much easier as a thing that I don't see, instead of like feeling the difference. I don't feel difference. I'm just an athlete as all the other athletes. So it's so easy to be part of the team if you want to be part of the team. Maybe I was so lucky in my life. So all my team and my teammates were part of my same team. Either when I began part I was part of the Paralympic team. And so nothing really changed. Maybe the physically parts changed a lot, but the mental part and the force and the strength of being part of the same team was always the same.
Inclusion is being really part of a bigger team, of a kind of, we share a planet, and we belong to the same team. And also, if we look at the sustainable development goals, the goals are about people, and the goals are about achieving what you achieve, what seemed impossible. So if somebody today is watching us and they believe that creating a better world, a more inclusive world, a more sustainable world is impossible, what you would tell him to convince him otherwise?
You know, I really believe in the power of communication in general. I think that communication is the base of everything. You can change the world through the communication. Personally, this is what we think as my family and my team. So if you use communication to share what you believe in, either like the Rising Phoenix documentary, I think that's incredible. It's an incredible documentary, just because the director was able to share to everyone how cool was the Paralympic world. Of course, was tough. Of course, was difficult. There were so many difficulties. But what you feel and what you understand from the documentary is the fact that Paralympic sport is something cool. Paralympic people are cool people. And in the past ages, they used to think about people with disability like not real athletes, but just people with disability who likes to play sports. but this is not the real thing. The fact is that people with disability, they could be athletes, they could be normal person, they could be wherever they want to be. So the cool thing is the fact that it's so easy to let people understand what could be cool.
Thank you. And you know, you are such an inspiring, you know, person. You are a champion. I mean, you're showing through sport how people can make a difference in their life and in the future. But then, what are the things that inspires you? You know, what kept you going in the difficult, you know, times? What did inspire you? Is it maybe somebody or a piece of art or a song? You know, so that the people that are watching us can then check it out. So, can you tell us what is inspiring you?
I was so lucky because when I began doing fencing again, the Paralympic fencing, my family created a non-profit association. My parents, they created, and the name is Art for Sport. So art for helping people to do sports. And our task, our main dream in some way is to help all the young athletes with amputation, helping them, giving them prosthetics, crutches, or wheelchairs, or wherever pieces, maybe physically pieces they could miss, and giving them that little pieces they are able to be back on sports, to be back in their life through the sport. So now our team grows a lot, and we are 38 guys with amputation from 3 years old to 31, I think. And they are my inspiration. They are my examples. They are my idols. So they are everything to me. There's this little guy without the legs, 6 years old, who runs like as best as they can, who are dreaming about the Olympics, who are dreaming about either not to the Olympics, but just making their family happy, watching them doing sports. So I was so lucky to have this non-profit association, and I am so lucky to have it because we got the opportunity to help as much guys we can, and in a super easy way because they just need a prosthetics or a wheelchair, and putting them in the field or in the pitch and everywhere they need to be, they could be happy through the sport. Watching them be happy, they make me happy.
Thank you. I think it's a beautiful image and a very inspiring story. And as you know, we've been living now more than a year in a pandemic, in a very difficult situation. But I think we share your optimism that we can learn from the pandemic and maybe change our behavior or our society to improve our life. And what do you think? You know, what do you hope we will do better, you know, after the pandemic?
I'm looking for Tokyo 2021 for the Paralympic game because I really think that the Paralympic Games in particular, much more maybe of the Olympics, is the example, the biggest event ever about the resilience and about the power of just going ahead, having a second chance and trying to be a better person during this second chance. So I'm looking for watching all these Paralympic athletes fighting for the dream because they could be really a big example for all the after pandemic, for all the really believing in their dream, believing in their team either, and working as a team. And I'm looking to be there just because I want to be inspired by them, just because I want to be in the Paralympic village and watching all around me and just watching and seeing amazing people around me. So yeah, I hope that that the Olympics is gonna be there and that I'm gonna be there too with them. And I hope also for you who are gonna watch the Paralympic Games to be inspired from all of the athletes.
Thank you, Bebe. You know, we will definitely be there with you, and we really hope that we can make 2021 a turning point, and the Paralympic Games and the very strong message they carry will be a milestone.
Thank you so much.